Hi guys, welcome to another Divi theme video. This is Jamie from System22 and webdesignandtechtips.com. Well, we got another login one for you today. Yesterday we showed you how to add a login to your menu and create a custom login page. For this one today, we've created a custom login form. We've put it on the actual page itself. It's got a little icon there. Now all you're going to see initially is the icon, and it'll float up and down your page. It'll stay there constantly. And when they hover over it on desktop, it'll open up the form to log in. And when they click on it on tablet and mobile, it'll open up the form for them to log in also. Let me take you through it. Okay, so here we have our site. Here's a little login we created yesterday with our menu. But if we look over here, I've got a little floating icon. If I roll down the page, you can see it stays there. If I hover over it, it's going to pop up with a login form. We can log into the site this way. Put in your credentials. And once you put them in, hit the login. And that'll take us to the dashboard there. Fantastic. Really easy to do. No coding involved in this today. So let's get started. I'm going to go to the site. Now I'm going to build this into our actual page here. If you wanted it on every page, what you could do is either build it onto a global header or a global footer, and it'll appear on every page. But for today's, I'm just going to build it into this page. So let's enable the Visual Builder. And I'm going to delete the row that I've got it in at the moment. To do that, I'm going to hit the little purple button. I'm going to go to wireframe mode. Because I've got it positioned with fixed positioning, I'm going to delete it this way. Let's delete the whole section. We'll go back to the page. And as you can see, it's disappeared up there. Okay, well, let's start building it just under here. Like I say, if you want this on every page, you can create a global header or footer and do it that way. If you're not sure how to build those, have a look at our Divi for Beginners playlist. We've got several examples of it in there. So I'm going to add a new row. I'm going to make my row a single column. And the first thing that I'm going to add is an icon. Yeah. Let's find something appropriate. Could use a little padlock there. I used a little fellow with a padlock. Let's just use a padlock this time, perhaps with an open type padlock. Okay, background color, I'm going to give it a black background. I'm going to go over to my design. I'm going to make that a lot smaller. In design, I'm going to hit icon. I'm going to make it white in color. And I want it to be perhaps 30 pixels big. That's okay. But we want a bit of space around it for that darkness. So I'm going to go to spacing down below there. I'm going to give it 10 pixels padding all around. Obviously adjust yours to taste, just so we can see it a bit better. Just put in a 10, it'll put in the pixels for you. Hit the chain, it'll do the opposite side. Let's just add a little border to this too for when it's hovering over darker areas. I've hit border under design there. I'm going to do all four sides at once. And let's give it, I think just 1 pixel white will do. You won't see much there because it's on a white background, but that's going to work for me. And alignment wise, I want this to be on the left. Fantastic. Okay, well, let's add our little login form there. So I'm going to click on the icon. I'm going to hit the dark plus button. And we can add a login module. There we go, right there. And here it is. I'll just change that to login to your account. Whatever it is you want yours to say. I'll leave that generic text just as it is. Background wise, I think I want to make this form the same black color. And we'll just give it a little white border all around as well. So over in design, we go down to border. Again, I'm going to select all four sides. This one, I think I'm going to give it 2 pixels and make it white. Fantastic. Great. Well, we've got our little icon there, and we've got our little form. So I want this icon to be up over here, and I don't want to see the form at all. So to do that, let's go into the row, green tab for the row. I'm going to go over to Advanced and Positioning, and I'm going to make it Fixed Position. Under Position, it's set to Relative right now. I'm going to click it. I'm going to select Fixed. And it's jumped up. And the actual lock's under our header there. So I need to bring it down vertically with a bit of vertical offset. So I'm going to bring it down so we can see it. Put it wherever it is you want. With the little matrix here, you can position it middle, left, right, wherever you want yours. Now I'm noticing that when I'm moving this around, the form's going under the content on the page. That's not going to work for us. So to make sure it goes on top, let's obscure it a little bit. Use the Z index down here. Let's pull that up till it jumps in front. Let's just roll down the site, make sure it's going to stay on everything, on top of everything there. Yeah, that's absolutely fine. As you can see, that's with the Z index right there. Great. But of course, all I want to do is see that icon at first. I don't want to see this form at all. I just want to pull it out from the side just a little bit. So horizontal offset, just give it a few pixels, bring it out from the side there. Great. So to initially hide this form, I'm going to give it a fixed height and a fixed width and hide any overflow. So while we're in Advanced, I'm going to go up to Visibility just above. I'm going to hide any overflow, so when I shrink this down, we won't see it. Horizontal, I'm going to change to hidden, and also vertical, I'm going to change to hidden. Now I'm going to hit my Design tab. I'm going to go down to Sizing. Well, great. We've created our little login form and icon there. Now what we need to do is hide the actual form itself. And we'll shrink it down using the sizing option. There's no coding involved in this today. We're going to hide any overflow so it disappears completely. Then when they hover over it, we're going to bring it back. Really easy to do. Like I say, no coding at all in this. Let's create this hover effect. And we'll create a hover effect. And when we're not hovering over it, I only want it to be about this wide, and I don't want to see that form at all. So, to create a hover effect, and this is common to all Divi modules, if you hover over dark writing within a module, you see some little icons appear. Go to the thing you want to affect, width in this case, hit the little arrow. We can put in one value for desktop when the mouse is not on it. I'm going to make that, let's make that, try 70 pixels and see what happens. You can see it shrunk that up, that's fine. But when we hover over it, I want it to be 100% of the available width that it's got. So I'm going to hit 100%. And it'll bring it back to that size. So we created a hover effect there. But I'm going to do a similar thing for the height, because I don't want to see this at all when we hover over it. So if we roll down to the height, make sure you get your little arrow up on the height itself. Just because you've got it up over here, don't think you can use that for the height. We need to have it up on the height. And again, let's make that 70 pixels high. And when we hover over it, I'm going to make it 100%. Great. Well, it's not hiding it at the moment, but I think it will on the other end. So let's check it out on the front end. I'm going to save my row changes here. Looks like I've got a little bit short. When I've hit the row changes there, it's cutting off the bottom couple of pixels there. So I need a few more, I think. Let's go back into here. And again, if you can't get into it, we can always go to our little wireframe mode here, because we've made it very small. Roll on down, there's the icon, there's the login. So I want to go into the row. Once we're in there, we can flip back to our desktop mode. Let's go to my design. I'm going to up that sizing so we can see the bottom border of that icon up there. sizing, that would be height. Desktop, start incrementing up. There we go, that's going to work perfectly. We'll save that. Save our page changes down here. Let's exit the Visual Builder. And there we have it. We're actually logged into the site at the moment, so it'll tell us we're logged in, but if I hover over that, that form's going to pop out. And as you can see, it's told us we're logged in. I'll log out in a moment. I'll go ahead and log out and show you it on tablet and mobile too. So we're logged out now. And when I hover over, it'll give us the field there. Let's take a look on tablet and mobile. I'm going to hit my F12 key. Here we have it on an iPad Air. Just make it a little bit bigger. When I click on it, it's going to pop out that form. We can fill it out. When you click off of it, it's going to disappear. Looks like I could still add just a little bit there to get that border going. Let's have a look on iPhone. And we'll make that a bit bigger too. And again, if we click on it, form pops out. And of course, we can fill it out and hit the login. And it logs us into the dashboard. Let's get rid of our responsive devices there. If we go back to that page, I think I just want to add a little bit more on the bottom of here for those tablet and mobiles. Let's enable the Visual Builder again. We'll go down to the back end. We'll roll on down. There's our icon and login form. Going to go into the row. Let's flip back to desktop. In fact, let's flip it to tablet mode. Let's roll down till we got something dark to look at it with. I'm going to add a little bit more there, I think. So when we looked at it in the browser, it wasn't quite where I wanted it. Width is fine. Height, we'll make it something like that. Let's save that. We'll save that. We'll exit the Visual Builder. Perfect. That's working just exactly how I wanted it to. Great. So there you have it, guys. There's how to create a floating icon that when you hover over it on desktop, it's going to open up a form that you can log in with. And on tablet and mobile, as you can see, you click on it, it's going to drop down with a little form there, and you can log in that way. Another little alternative and user-friendly way of logging into your site. Really useful. So I hope you enjoyed this today and found it useful. If you have, give it a thumbs up, ring the bell, comment, share, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Don't forget, if you've got any questions, pop them down below the video. I'll do my best to answer them for you, or make a little demo video just like this one. If you've enjoyed this today, we've done plenty of hover effects in the past. If you look over here in a moment, we should have our Divi hover effects playlist popped down. Take a look at there. There's something for everyone on that list. So once again, this has been Jamie from System22 and WebDesignTechTips.com. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.